Welcome. Are we recording? Yes, we are live. We're doing this raw first take. Um, Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long time coming. I know I have been very, very busy taking care of a lot of stuff, including this little here right behind me. Um, Moved in my own apartment and just been really busy with life and work and just getting this apartment set up really a little bit more to my liking. This is just a small taste of how my nerd wall really looks like. But in the meantime, all of a sudden, I will say that the Batman came out, as some of you already know. Yes, the Batman with Robert Patterson. Yeah, Robert Patterson. I just want to make sure. Yeah, Robert Patterson. I'm horrible with names. I do apologize if I pronounce any names at all throughout this non-spoiler review. But I'm getting this just out the way. I want to get into the spoiler review, but it's going to be a separate video because I'm going to start doing non-spoiler / spoiler reviews separate now instead of the usual hour-long videos that I'm so used to doing. But non-spoiler review, full-on non-spoiler, great movie. Great movie. If you like anything noir-esque, which has already been thrown around throughout the internet in regards to this movie, then yes, you will like this movie if you're into anything noir-esque. Noir-esque, for those of you that don't know, is more like gothic kind of style, dark movies, dark filter-ish, dark color palettes kind of movie. The Batman is definitely one of those, and if you've seen the trailers, you already have an idea that it's like that. Some people were a little bit worried that this was going to be a little bit like too edgelordy, young hipster or whatever the fuck, Batman. I almost said Spider-Man. Wow, Batman. But it's not that. It's definitely its own thing. It has the gothic style that you would expect Gotham to have. And I think someone else brought it up in an hospital review. I'm sorry if I forgot which reviewer said this, but it definitely helps give Gotham its own body, its own organism almost. It makes it feel like its own thing, and like its own world, its own living being. And yeah, no, it's Gotham is possibly the most interesting in this movie than I've ever seen it in any depiction, other than maybe some animated shows or slash movies. Uh, on the live action scale, Gotham is right now what I've wanted Gotham to be for a very long time in live action format. Now, when it comes to the Batman itself, Robert Patterson, he did an amazing job as Batman himself. I really feel like this is the Andrew Garfield problem, unfortunately, because I do have a minor nitpick, and that's with his Bruce Wayne. I feel like overall, and without spoiling anything, like I said, he does a great Batman, but his Bruce Wayne is not right there where I want it to be. And it's also worth noting that Bruce Wayne isn't 100% Bruce Wayne, since this is based off, I believe, Batman Year One, the beginning years of Batman, the storyline. I can understand this is a young and still unexperienced Bruce Wayne, so I guess maybe that's why we're seeing this aspect, without spoiling anything, this aspect of Bruce Wayne. But maybe it's just I'm not used to seeing this kind of Bruce Wayne. That's why I didn't feel like he wasn't there yet. But like I said, it's probably me, or maybe probably those that aren't familiar with the Year One Bruce Wayne as much as anything else. Maybe that's what it is. Because I'm so and even with the Christopher Nolan, even with the Ben Affleck Bruce Wayne, I still don't feel like we've gotten the Bruce Wayne that we deserve yet on live screen. Although I will say that the Christopher Nolan Bruce Wayne, the Christian Bale Bruce Wayne is closer to what I expected. The movie is overall very, very good. It's quite lengthy. For those of you that are worried about that, it is quite lengthy. The movie does not pull punches, no, in the sense that that it definitely gives you that roughness of a young Batman that he would have. A lot of the characters like Zoe Kravitz did a great job. I was not expecting to like her Catwoman as much as I did, but I ended up liking her Catwoman a whole lot. Um, who was Paul Dano, right? Paul Dano was as a Riddler. He did a great job. Holy shit! I know a lot of people have been saying he was overall already a very well established actor. He wasn't a popular actor, but people who have seen his work or have already stated like, "Hey, this is an actor you want to look out for." And I was happily surprised. Like the Riddler was a great villain in this movie. And yeah, no, it his character, without spoiling anything, definitely leads into a different kind of movie as well. I'm not saying it connects any movies. I'm just saying that it's the style of the movie of his character definitely leans towards other DC movies. I want to say, and it's okay in this movie for it to be like that because it's meant for Batman's development that the Riddler is the way he is, that he is the way he is in this movie. And overall, I just finished watching Cosmonaut Variety Hours, the Batman review on YouTube that came out today, and I do have to agree on something that he said, and that's that this movie definitely gives Batman a character arc without spoiling anything. It definitely gives him a character arc, and that's pretty cool. I didn't think about it at the time because I was still trying to grasp my head together around the whole thing. Some people complain that the movie is a little too long. I kind of will agree. There are people that are saying, "I know the movie's just you guys are bitching. You're just not used to the movie all too much. The movie's being this long again." I agree though that the movie was a little bit too long. I felt like certain scenes could have definitely be um, cut out. I am throwing this out there, and I'm not sure. Oh, hold on. Nope, I'm stopping myself because I may talk about spoilers in a second. I have to constantly remind myself about cutting myself off from spoilers. But yes, no, I feel like the movie could definitely have been maybe shorter, but I'll go into that in my spoiler review. So watch the other video after you watch the Batman if you want to, because to hear what I'm about to say. But yes, that's one thing that I think I guess my small little nitpick in regards to this movie is the length of the movie. And I'm not saying this because oh fuck long movies, like I cannot keep my attention span. No, I was able to pay attention the whole time. And this may be a put off to some people, this may or may not be to others, but because it's such a noir-esque film, a dark kind of gritty film, for me, at least for my eyes, and this is just a personal, maybe physical thing for myself, it kind of gave me a headache by the end of the movie, and not like a full-on headache, but just like a light headache, because it was so dark a lot of times, and it was cool. It was really nicely well shot. Some of the best cinematography that I want to say in any DC movie so far, live action DC movie so far. A problem is just that again, because it was so dark, so gritty, and the shots were so beautiful still, because you're focusing on dark, you're looking at a dark image and you're focusing on whatever light source you can get in order to understand what's going on in that dark image. Sometimes I guess that annoyed my eyes a little bit. Again, not that it wasn't any cool, it was really well put together and it served its purpose, but that kind of towards the end of, like, I want to say, like, how long is this movie, like 2.5 hours, I want to say. I have to double check. This is, yeah, it's 3 hours. Towards the end of the 3 hour mark, I was like, wow, this is, yeah, it's good, just my eyes definitely just are not doing well with this. uh, but nonetheless, that's just a little warning beforehand. So if you have, for example, issues to which, like, if you stare too long at the screen, your eyes get annoyed, then maybe this is not something you want to do right away. Maybe you want to find a screening that does provide an in-between break, because I did the full 3 hours not right away, back to back. I didn't get much of a theater crowd reaction from anything really. Like, I enjoyed the movie overall. It is more on a serious note, I will say, without really making fun of itself all too much. I think, like, I found one moment where Robert Patterson says something in the movie that is kind of like an overall kind of inside joke among the live action Batmans. But overall, it does well to stay consistent. Beautiful cinematography, beautiful score. Definitely up there as possibly one of the best DC superhero movies live action out there right now. And if you just want to hear the short version of my answer to this question on whether or not the Christopher Nolan Batman series is better than this one, uh, I'm not 100% sure. I cannot give you that answer right away. I feel like I would need to rewatch, because I've rewatched the Christopher Nolan trilogy multiple times, and I've only seen the Batman once on the big screen right now in IMAX. And I want to say that, let's just say that it's better than Batman Begins. It's up there with The Dark Knight. I'm not ready to say if it's better or not, but it's up there with The Dark Knight. That's how good this is. And Robert Patterson did his thing. Zoe Kravitz did his thing. Paul Dano delivered, and Colin Farrell. Hold up, because I'm looking through the cast listing right now, real quick. Colin Farrell did a great job. Again, he wasn't recognizable as a Penguin in the trailers and on set. Penguin was fun in this movie. He was fun. Jeffrey Wright, Commissioner Gordon, did a good job. Again, I cannot talk too much about this movie without spoiling much, because all these characters had to serve the purpose, and for those factors that they didn't do too well in, I would have to go into spoiler in territory, which I don't want to do. Andy Serkis, again, can't go wrong with Andy Serkis. I fucking love Andy Serkis. He did so many great things. He provided so many wonders for motion capture technology in the past, and he's a great actor too. He's a fun actor, and he delivered on this in this role as Alfred. I wouldn't say that I see him right away as a really like an Alfred type of character when I look at him physically, but the lines that he had and the part that he played in this movie definitely felt very Alfred-ish, and definitely very important for the Bruce Wayne character, which is really, really good. And yeah, I'm not gonna go too much into any other casting, because otherwise I may or may not spoil something. But if I'm gonna give the Batman in this non-spoiler review score, I want to give it a solid 9 out of 10. A solid 9 out of 10, which is high. And mind you, my scores are not afraid, unlike any other reviewer out there. I'm not afraid to give a 10 out of 10. So to me, it's not perfect. It's still really, really good. It's a solid 9 out of 10, like I said. And because again, numbers are very subjective when it comes to reviews, especially for small-time YouTubers like myself. But if you like this review, hit the like button down below, subscribe, follow. I'm gonna try and do a couple more of these reviews of whatnot in the future. Hopefully you like this one. Follow me on Instagram, although I will be changing the Instagram account soon on my page, because we're going something a little bit more personal. And please, no spoilers in this video. If you're excited for the movie and you have not yet seen it, feel free to put your predictions down in the comment section. But predictions, if you don't be an asshole, please, if you have watched the movie, don't post any spoilers. Otherwise, yeah, no, thank you for watching the video. Until next time, if you have watched the movie and you want to see my full reaction, my full commentary on the entire story of the Batman, then feel free to look for the upcoming video, which I'll most likely tag in the description down below as well. Anyway, so take care, good night, have a wonderful day, and hopefully you'll see me again. Bye.